You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 552, recorded June 2025, posted May 2026. Double entry morality.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master, is he, him pronouns, joining me for our continuation of one of the keys from the Golden Vault adventure. That's right, we're playing Vidorant's Vault. It is a group of players. Allow me to introduce them. They will introduce their characters, and we'll get back into things. First up, it's Chip Sunearth.
Hi. He, him. Hi. Josh Molas is my character, also he, him. A cleric rogue, mostly cleric. He's friendly.
Next up, it's Annette Weerstra.
Hello, I am playing Jaee, who is a she, her, just like me, and she is also an Aasimar paladin who really loves the Raven Queen, goddess of death.
Also joining us, Kathy Campbell.
Hello, I am she, her, and my character is Tink Her Bell, who is also she, her. She is a fairy druid.
And last but not least, it's Monty Ashley.
That's me. Hi, my pronouns are he, him, and so basically are the pronouns of Krong the Bugbear, except he could also go by it sometimes when, really nightmare monstery.
So all of these characters are operatives of the Golden Vault, a society with secrets, a secret society that sends operatives out into the world. The operatives are known as the keys from the Golden Vault, to right wrongs, make sure that the balance of things is generally okay, and, make sure that the world doesn't slip into madness or get consumed by an elder god, that kind of stuff.
Stealing stuff most of the time.
Mainly stealing stuff in order to maintain that balance. For this adventure, our adventurers have been sent to Waterdeep, the jewel of the Sword Coast, the City of Splendors, and they are here basically on loan doing a job for a local thieves guild that is going through a little bit of a political upheaval.
We're saving the world this way.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like you're doing a favor you're paying back a favor on behalf of the Golden Vault that presumably these guys did something really important in the past. This is like accounting, like we just gotta
Or is it more of
one for them, one for you?
Double entry morality.
We want to make sure that the right people are in charge in the area, people that we can manipulate, people that we can influence.
Yeah.
Definitely for good, though, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
So, Sam Fifth Goldenbeard, he's the new head of the Silverfinger Society, and he needs you to steal a ruby diadem. It happens to be from his ancestral family, but also, perhaps more importantly, it is in possession of his rival, one Nixlana Vidorant, who is a recently outcast member of the Silverfinger Society. So our adventurers have been in Waterdeep. They've been scouting out the vault, where Vidorant is known to keep her precious items from her history of adventuring and mainly stealing. But hey, look, everyone here has stolen some things, so we can't be too judgmental. In our previous session, our adventurers made an incursion into Vidorant's mansion on the other side of town, and basically did this in order to get a good look at Vidorant for the purposes of stealing her identity. And they were very successful in that. They managed to basically get a good look at Vidorant as she was hosting a strange dinner party and escape from the mansion without anyone being aware of their comings or goings. And so I imagine, you probably had to go and get a full night's sleep, and we figure out what is next for you in the city of Waterdeep with planning your work around getting into Vidorant's vault.
All right.
And here's where you do the plan.
Yeah.
This is where we have to actually make it happen.
And this is where Tony will make fun of us.
So
He
it's
gave us
daytime now.
inspiration.
Yeah.
And
What
we
if
do
I'm
the
really
job
nice
at
to you guys
night.
for one adventure?
So we
Whoa,
have
that'd be
several
weird.
hours to kill in the magical city of Waterdeep.
Yeah, City of
Excellent.
Splendors. Don't get arrested right before
Fashion Week.
Fashion Week. Can you follow all of Fashion Week into one day?
I think we
You
can
can't.
definitely
we
fit
can
at
do
least
quite a bit.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
2 runways.
Okay.
There's a little montage here. We're definitely
Yeah.
at a runway in some of it.
Yep.
We're having some of the signature snack food of Waterdeep, which is what, Tony?
Cheese biscuits.
The famous Waterdeep cheese biscuits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love them.
I
You can't get them
imagine.
anywhere else. It's the water, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
I mean,
good.
it makes it extra salty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Biscuits
imagine.
by the British or American definitions? Just checking.
I was kind of going with the American version. Yeah. It's a cheesy biscuit.
Like
I
a
imagine
cheesy
Krong in a,
scone.
you've infiltrated Waterdeep Fashion Week just for, to make sure that it gets practice before you go on your actual heist.
And we're
Krong is in a chair.
definitely not a
Somebody's
little drunk.
somebody's doing his hair, and then Krong
Ooh, yeah.
just keeps regrowing the hair via disguises. It's very frustrating for the hairdresser. Yep.
I've got another hairdresser just for the hair on my arms.
Yeah, an arm dresser.
Yes. Okay, so
But- You've returned from Waterdeep Fashion Week. I think you're in an abandoned candy store down the street from
Mhm.
Veteran's
Yep.
Vault. That's your front.
The Jolly Jack Candy Factory.
Yeah. And you're all energized from Fashion Week. You've got lots of sample bags. Guys, I don't know what happens at Fashion Week.
No, you're great. Yes.
All right.
Samples,
Sample bags is
absolutely.
good.
Yes.
Lots of
We-
bags of
we've-
samples.
We've had just enough champagne to make us bold and a little reckless,
Yep.
but not enough to be drunk.
You're all wearing sunglasses and talking too loud. Yes.
Yeah. JRAF has left contacts to designers and other people that
Yeah.
might need, we're leaving
A fashion
breadcrumbs for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Krong has
Yeah.
a modeling contract that he will not be fulfilling.
Mm.
I
It's
don't know.
nice that
Krong's got the hat for it.
It's nice just to be wanted. You don't necessarily want to do the work. It's
Exactly.
Nice
It's
to
like an invitation to a party.
yeah.
Love being
We're-
invited. I do not want to go.
For
Yes.
Fashion Week crashing.
Yeah.
So,
So time has passed. All your various powers are recharged if you used anything, and you're now, I think, planning your incursion into Veteran's Vault.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
well, one of us can just be Videran and walks up to the front door. Tink Her Bell can fly up to the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
One of us can also just look like a guard coming in. So then
Mhm.
we just need a way to get Josh in.
Unless Josh is.
Maybe you're maybe Viderant and Josh are on a date and she's going to show off her
Ooh.
collection.
Love it.
Yes.
There we go.
Nailed
Josh
it.
Mullis, do you have you've seen Veteran's extensive mansion? You know that she is a fancy elite thief. Do you have it within your ability to look like you're on a date with Veterant?
Well, clearly we went to
We
Fashion
just
Week.
came to Fashion Week.
We have costume options, including fancy hats.
Okay.
and sunglasses and
Mhm.
probably ties and pocket squares.
And it could be that Viderant's friend is the type of fancy person that is very relaxed and lowbrow as highbrow. So whatever Josh is acting as is going to be correct by ownership of Viderant being oh yes, you're right.
I'm either a boy toy or something
Like an artist
elevated.
that she's
Okay.
trying to
You could be a spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, just be mysterious enough that what the guards really want to do is pass you and Viderant along so they can start gossiping,
Yes.
making
Oh,
guesses
yeah.
about what you are.
Yes.
So the thing is, we're finding a place for a rendezvous.
Of course.
Well,
That
and,
makes sense. 'Cause then no one will interrupt us.
Yeah,
Yes.
Viderant is showing off her stuff and going to take you.
going to show off her stuff.
Yeah.
Including her
Ruby diadem.
thingy. Or
Diadem.
that's it, the diadem.
I think that's I think that's the
the
way
plan.
to go.
Plan.
Absent any kind of shape-shifting ability on my own part.
Okay. Do you have to have just to maybe do a check of what abilities you have to communicate with each other, magically or otherwise? And it was mentioned somebody could take on the form of a guard. Would you look like a specific guard, or do you have to dispatch that guard to make sure they don't show up? How do you
Well,
want to handle
maybe
that?
it's a guard who just comes in with Viderant, so it's not one of the 12 guards.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
don't
have-
it's
and
personal.
run into them.
Okay, so you could look like someone wearing the livery of the vault without being one of
Yeah.
the specific.
Yeah,
Yes.
an extra fancy guard.
Yes.
'Cause for personal.
I do have the message spell. Now that does have a verbal component because you have to whisper a message when you
Mhm.
send it.
Okay.
So I can't do it flawlessly, but I can,
Checking.
communicate.
I have a
Yeah.
zone of truth where I can make everyone tell the truth to me.
That seems really antithetical
Bad.
to the way
Seems
you
bad.
all operate.
Not
Yeah.
gonna
I love it. Do it.
Yeah, and I have the animal messenger option, but again, it has to be spoken. What is my task, or what? Sorry, mine. What is Tink's task? Getting up on the balcony and through the window. From there, am I looking for the diadem?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're sussing things out for us, like sneakily,
Okay.
and we'll meet you upstairs.
Cool.
That's where it was, right, in the upper level.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe you've been from your chatting up of
Discussion.
a drunken off shift guard.
Mhm.
That basically all the good stuff is upstairs, and with the added information that the guards heavily patrol downstairs, not so much upstairs.
Yeah, they're not even allowed to go upstairs, which is all the more
Yeah.
reason that we need
Mhm.
a private guard to attend,
Mm-hmm.
not one of the 12.
So paint me a picture. What's this going to look like? Or do you need to ask more questions and figure stuff out?
No, I think
think-
Who will be Viderant and who will be the guard?
I can be Viderant.
All right,
can
go
own
for it.
Okay.
All right.
I have very good deception, but I refuse to change my voice even a little bit when I'm pretending to be somebody because I think it's funny.
I feel then you can own it in the guard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to walk up super confidently to the front door.
All
It's happening
so
right now.
the
Josh
three of
is
you
going-
stride down
Josh
the
is
street.
going to be a step behind.
Yep.
Mhm.
We're going to assume that he knows where his bread is buttered and that Viderant is.
She'll butter his bread.
Right.
Oh, yeah, she will.
But
Kathy,
we'll
are we
pla-
going to have to put a warning on this podcast? So
What are you
there we
talking
go.
about?
Talking about bread.
Where
I'm talking
is the
about
line?
bread.
Just
I-
talking about bread. All right.
Listen,
Just
I'm
talking
just
about
putting
bread.
it out there. People want what we have been planning and talking about
Okay.
for years. So I'm just saying.
All right. Got
You
it.
know it's not that podcast.
Got it. Bread. All right. The
Yep.
three of you stride, in duck formation down the street.
A note about my costume. Uniform. Disguise. It looks like the guy we interrogated, except he's got fancier epaulets.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
like an upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
paid
like I'm
for.
a personal guard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Personal guard. And Tinker Bell
do
is
I
gonna kind
know
of trail
your name?
behind. Oh, yeah. Does this guard have a name? Do you have a cover story?
Yeah.
I'll just say guard
Well
and snap
played.
my fingers a lot. Josh, do you have a different name that you
A nom
would
de guerre.
Yes, because perhaps we don't want to use our actual names and put that out there while we were thieving.
if you gave me a name that would break security or something,
Okay.
just
I'll just
call
say
me.
you.
Just use a pet name. Use the most
Okay.
awful pet name you can think of at the time.
Okay, we didn't figure out how we're going to get the guards off of the balcony.
I figured you'd just sneak in behind them.
I mean, that's
They're gonna,
yeah,
what? They're
I'm
gonna
little
be
and-
looking down at us anyways. Maybe they'll come in.
Isn't it in the?
Oh, it's in the other direction.
Yeah,
right?
it's on the back side, I think, but I could be wrong. No, it is on the front.
It's on the front. It
Okay.
overlooks the front
So
door.
yeah, I can fly up in the corner behind, like here, and you all can Vitarant can maybe cause a commotion down at the ladder to inspect them, to pull them away from the door.
Another option that we have, if we get our hands on the diadem and need to figure out how to get out, and things are complicated, we can have a fight. I can have upset Vitarant. The guard can throw me off the balcony, whatever.
Yeah.
And either I've got a diadem in my vest on the way down, or Vitarant gets out.
Yeah.
Some of you probably have bags of holding, which are very convenient for
yes, we do. As
I do have
items.
a bag of holding.
So it's that, which is
yeah.
It's really hard to search someone else's bag of holding, which is to say, I think it's impossible. Yeah.
And
okay. Should I hand off the bag to someone else?
No, you should keep it. And
or do I take the bag of holding because I can fly out of there and go, like, in case something happens, it's easier for me to get away from where people can't reach us than if somebody's, walking on the ground like a monster.
This is a small thing. There's nothing special about it being a bag of holding. It could just be a regular bag.
Yeah.
You could just carry it.
Yeah.
You could just carry it.
That's true. Okay.
It is not.
Yeah,
by
we'll
itself.
just carry it.
I feel like the fight can just be our
distraction.
Plan B.
Okay.
Or this is plan A.
All right. So the three of you are striding. I imagine it's kind of like sunset, or early evening. People are still out and about in Waterdeep, right? And the three of you are striding just down the middle of the street, not a care in the world, kind of chatting with each other. I imagine fake Vitarant is laughing uproariously all the time. And definitely you have the attention of the guards. Now, as a reminder, there are 3 guards stationed outside Vitarant's vault. 2 of them are up on a balcony overlooking the main entrance to the first floor. There's also a door to the second floor behind them. And there's one guard that normally patrols the perimeter of the building. I think seeing/hearing the 3 of you approaching, the guard who's normally on patrol has taken up a position by the door, ready to standing at attention, ready to wave you in through the door. The 2 guards up on the balcony are very focused on looking as guardy as they can guard, and have all eyes down on the street on these folks approaching, and are definitely not looking at all off in the other direction where Tink Her Bell is lurking.
Perfect.
So, Tink Her Bell, what is your goal right now?
To get inside.
Now, I think you know that the window is there's a window there's a single second story window, right, in this weird kind of warehouse type structure. That I believe it is locked and magically warded. There's a door on the balcony that goes inside that I think you could probably assume is locked as well. You've never seen you've been scouting this location extensively. You've never seen a guard actually enter the second floor structure. They come and go from the balcony as part of their regular rotation via a ladder, but they do not actually enter the second floor. So there's the challenge that I think it's probably safe to assume that door is going to be locked.
Yeah.
So
only I had any sort of thieves' tools.
Do you have those now? Did you get those after last time?
You know what? Yes, I totally did.
Oh,
because
okay.
I meant to. And I did not.
You could also, the window is just a window, and you're a very small creature. Yeah. You can smash it with a rock. Nature's thieves' tools.
But that would distract.
But that would make no noise and probably set off an alarm.
From downstairs, are we within 30 feet of that door?
You could be. Yeah, let's say you are.
Like a mage hand, maybe?
Yeah, because as a
You can mage
arcane
hand,
whatever
you can
rogue.
pick locks 30 feet away.
When you cast Mage Hand, you can make the spectral hand invisible, store
Ow.
retrieve objects, or use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range.
Ooh.
So it's invisible and at range.
Okay,
I
just so
love
we're
it.
clear, that's effing nonsense. But it's great.
I mean, lockpicking is basically by feel, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Not by sight.
Sure.
So you, as the three of you stride up, I guess like the guard with the fancy epaulette, it's maybe doing some weird hand gestures. He's got one hand behind his back that he's like doing all his gestures. He's grooving, and
Their attention's going to be on Vitarant and
Yeah,
the
their
strange
attention's on
man she's
Vitarant.
got.
Give me, I think, first check of the of today's expedition. Give me a dexterity check for your thieves using thieves tools to try and pick the lock on the balcony 30 feet away from you.
You say
This
dexterity
might
check?
be a-
Is it perhaps sleight of hand?
I think it's always just straight dexterity.
But I do get to add my proficiency because I've
You do get to add your proficiency, and I forget if there's anything about advantage based on
This might be worth using inspiration.
Well, I
I'm
rolled a
just-
17, and I get +4 for my dexterity is 21, plus
That's pretty
3
good.
for my proficiency bonus, 24.
Excellent.
So, Tink Her Bell, you hear just silently. Well, how can you hear something silently? You hear almost silently,
point.
like the little clicking in the lock and the sound of like a knob turning, and you know that door is unlocked.
It's possible too that Krong, as the guard, like tugged his ear or like
Mhm.
brushed a hair. Like
Oh,
we figured out.
You've been working together for
yeah.
a while. You've got a shorthand.
I know when it's open.
All right, Tink Her Bell, would you like to sneak into that room?
Why? Yes, I would.
I would like you to make a stealth check. I'm going to say you have advantage because the guards are very distracted by the arrival of their boss and party. But you still have to sneak right behind their backs, open a door, and close that door behind you without
I am
them
going
noticing.
to use my inspiration and roll.
I said you had advantage, so you get to roll twice already.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Hold
And
on
then
to that
she uses
inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, much better. 14 instead of 9.
All right.
Which means 17.
Good. I was looking for you to beat 15.
Perfect.
You slip into a second floor room that I don't think anyone has seen on this map yet. Allow me just to describe it to you before we cut back to the folks arriving on the street level. Tink Her Bell, I assume you probably closed the door behind you.
Of course.
You're in a large room, and this looks like it's kind of like maybe somebody's personal quarters. It's very luxurious, and there's a curtain across the back wall, and the front half of this room looks like it is set up as kind of a fancy office. There's a desk, there's a swivel chair. It looks. It's very fancy. There's paintings on the wall. There's wood paneling that's been put in over the heavy stone construction of this building. It's quite nice.
Excellent.
Anything you would like to do here? And there is a door. There's a door heading to the east off of this room. There's a curtain concealing who knows what, and there's a window on the west wall.
Well, I
Concealing
would like
3
to
doors.
search.
Okay. I think probably the first thing you might end up doing is looking behind the curtain, and the curtain basically is like the back half of this room is behind this big curtain, and this is clearly someone's sleeping quarters. I think it would be safe to say Vitarant's. There is a bed piled with luxurious, sumptuous linens. There's a privy, there's a wardrobe. It's, everything is fancy and very nice.
Again, the second floor privies.
Excellent.
So
yes.
it's not her first time.
I know.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
not her first time coming here for an assignation.
Yes.
No, it's on the other side of town.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're going to stay over.
Yes.
Seems like maybe this is like her business location versus, the mansion is strictly for
But hey,
her.
business is pleasure.
Yes, when you're
Mm-hmm.
in, the Silverfinger Society.
With any luck, the guards are very used to this.
I think they are.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, back on the street, Jaee, Josh, and Krong, or should we say Vidarant,
Boy toy.
new friend and personal bodyguard, stride forward, and the guard kind of does like a salute. Now, Jaee, I'll remind you, via the power of magic, are a convincing visual representation of Vidarant. I believe that you don't have any magical simulation of her voice or
No,
mannerisms.
I do not. So
you got to kind of sell it in your other, in your performance, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Good thing I have good charisma
Yeah.
performance. So I just nod at the guard and say, hello, I'm just here to show my friend my new little boofy boo. We're going to go check out some of my collection. And it looks like you're doing a fine job today.
And the guard...
I thought the plan was that you weren't going to talk at all.
Right. That's what I thought too, but clearly, it's all good.
Jaee, can you give me a bluff check?
What is that? Deception?
Deception. Or I would take performance if that...
well, they're both the same.
I guess they're probably the same because they're just your charisma modifier.
18.
18. The guard, stumbles over himself to hold open the door to the front, to the entryway of Vidarant's own vault. And with that, our 4 adventurers have gained access to Vidarant's vault, 3 on the first floor, 1 on the second floor. Jaee, Josh, and Krong, you find yourself in what is clearly like a kind of a small lobby for Vidarant's guard. There are 2 guards there who were clearly lounging in chairs, perhaps playing cards at a small table, and they immediately like stumble to their feet and kind of salute. There are 2 doors off of this lobby, one to the southeast, one to the southwest, and I think the question is, what will you do, / what do you need to say in order to accomplish the things you seek to do and not blow your cover as not Vidarant?
I stride to the south door and open it.
Sorry, there are 2 south doors, Monty. Left south or right south?
Left south.
Left south. All right. You open the door. It is
Krong's
unlocked.
left or the map's left?
Well, Krong moved his token, so I figured out which one he meant. Krong, you open the door and look into what is clearly a break room for the guards. There's a couch in this room, which is something I don't think you see a lot of in Dungeons and Dragons.
I was going to say about the swivel chair.
Yeah. There's two guards eating sandwiches out of paper bags at the thing, and they both look at you and they see Vidarant behind them, and they're on break. They're allowed to be on break, but they try to look more professional while they're eating their sandwiches.
Professionally breaking.
Yeah, they're professionally breaking. You see a door further south, yeah, one of the guards tries to mumble something, but his mouth is full of sandwich, so it just goes around, and then he looks down at his sandwich real hard.
I nod briskly at them as if to convey, good, I was just checking to make sure you guys were in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I shut the door and I go to the other door.
All right. The other door is locked.
I come up behind Krong and I just look at the other guards. I snap my fingers and nod at the door.
One of the guards immediately, it looks like they all have keys on kind of like chains attached to their belts, and he gets up and he wordlessly unlocks and opens the door for you.
While everybody's watching that, I would like to use my mage hand to pick the pocket of the other guard and get his keys.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to say that's going to be challenging to do, but I'm excited to see you do it. Well, I don't know. Maybe, when I say challenging,
to make us fight 12 guards, that's all.
Yeah, I'm going to say DC 15. It's a sleight of hand.
All right. I have a +10 to sleight of hand.
Okay, well, let me say, challenging for people that aren't Krong is what I meant to say.
28.
What'd you get, Krong?
28.
Okay, yeah. Krong, you've got that key. I think it's challenging because in my head I imagined it on like a chain that connects to the belt. But it's that not 28 challenging.
Yeah.
So yeah, Krong effortlessly like has like a little dagger and just slices that chain and has the key and yeah, you've got it. The room beyond is a kind of strange looking room. You're gonna discover there's a variety of weird rooms in Veteran's vault because this is a room with two large, let's just call them man-sized iron safes in the room. Those are the gray boxes you see on the map there.
Man-sized is an interesting defining characteristic.
It's not a description you want to hear for a safe, I feel like.
This is the extra break room for the guards that don't merit the good break room.
Yep.
Well, or maybe that ones that maybe they're sleeping there. No, that wouldn't be good. There are doors. There's a door to the south and
I
a
hope she
door
doesn't keep her other boyfriends there.
to the east in there. Would you all like to head into this room and close the door behind you so that you are in a room that does not contain guards?
Yes, please.
Okay. And so you do.
Yeah,
Let's see how long it takes that guard
I
to
follow
notice he
Jaee
lost his keys.
admiringly.
Okay. Yeah, the guards see nothing unusual about the situation. So,
We've been here before.
yeah. It's possible that they would have expected Viderant to have her own key, but at least so far, you have not done that. Let's cut back
Well,
to
she does now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Problem solved. Tink Her Bell, you are up in the second floor. You've discovered what's clearly kind of Viderant's office / crash pad away from home, when she's slumming it in the slums of Waterdeep. Is there anything you'd like to do in this space or do next?
Yeah, I would like to search for some goodies, possibly the
Okay.
diadem, but also whatever else might be found.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. 19 plus investigation. So 22.
All right. You thoroughly you spend a couple minutes searching this room. We'll give the other group a couple minutes for their next thing and the time to kind of try and do this in parallel. But you spend a bunch of time thoroughly searching this room. You know that the paintings on the wall are relatively valuable. If you wanted to steal those, you'd have to like cut them out of the frame and roll them up. You are looking for anything that would be where's the ruby diadem? And you feel confident it is not in this room. You go all through the desk and you find Viderant's got a bunch of like paperworks. It looks like she is scouting out a heist on a noble who's an ally of Goldenbeard. But it does not look like this is where she keeps any of her precious items from previous heists.
How much time do you think I would have to say maybe alter the information of the ally of our client to make
You want to like
the future heist difficult?
difficult? Well, I mean, you could certainly just destroy some of it, or like draw
because
in a
I don't
door
want to
on
be too
somewhere.
obvious.
Thing.
Yeah,
You want to.
Yeah, I just want to do some subtle alterations just to make it more difficult.
You spend a couple minutes doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. And now I'd like to go to the door.
All right, you open the door. It's unlocked, and the door opens into kind of a strange industrial-looking hallway that goes way off to the east, and a smaller, narrower hallway that goes way off to the south.
Excellent.
Which way would you like to head? You've got a choice of east or south.
Let's go south.
All right, you follow the hallway south. It turns. You feel like you've got a sense that this hallway runs the entire length of the building, and that hallway does a turn. No windows anywhere along here, but it looks like it heads east.
Cool.
Want to keep following it?
Yes.
All right, you're now twisting and turning on hallways through this space, and you've reached a place where there are two doors that clearly lead to like interior rooms within the vault here.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would like
one
to
on the left and one on the right.
check the one on the west for traps, locks, etc.
Give me a perception check.
Said perception.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. You feel confident that this door is locked, but it is not trapped.
Cool. I'd like to do the same on the door to the east.
Give me a quick perception check.
15 plus 7. Big number.
Untrapped, but also locked.
Okay. Cool.
You feel like, based on where these are, that these are like big, heavy, sturdy metal doors. This says to you, this is where the good stuff is.
Sweet. Let's go back to the west one, and I'd like to pull out my thieves' tools and pick that lock.
Okay. Now, are you trained in thieves' tools?
It's a great question that I would assume that the answer would be yes, but I don't know how I would have done that in the D&D Beyond manual, but that's definitely something that I would have done in between.
It is. The challenging thing, I think, is as a druid, it is less likely to come up versus, say, Krong's roguelike
yes
reputation.
But with the history of being a key, it would be something that definitely would have been.
Let me say, I think you can definitely use them. I think the challenge may be that you're going to have a hard time with them. I'm okay with that. Up.
We're not in a rush.
Give me a dexterity check and let's see how you do.
Okay. Critical fail.
You spend a long time and you think you may have just broken one of your new lock picks.
Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Probably.
But the good news is, you're not the only one in this building. / I don't think they were relying on you to in essence. Yeah. So let's cut back down to downstairs. You are in this room with 2 man-sized safes. Door to the south, door to the east. Technically, 2 safe doors as well. What do you want to do, team downstairs?
Let's look at these coffins.
They're safes.
But they're man-sized.
They are man-sized safes.
Fine. I look at the safes.
All right. Give me a perception check.
17.
All right. You study this carefully, Krong, and Krong, you've been around the block a while. These are clearly safes with a kind of mechanical, lock to them, but it is not the first time you have seen someone who has woven together mechanical and magical defenses. It looks like these safes are trapped with such a way that likely you're not entirely sure how to make it not happen, but basically, even if you carefully picked this safe and opened it, the safe would magically basically attack you. Specifically it would cast Hold Person on the nearby people and make a very loud alarm.
I think probably we ignore these safes for now.
Yeah. Certainly somebody that had Dispel Magic could get rid of that. Otherwise, it would probably require somebody with arcane training and a thief working together to unlock these, and it might take a significant amount of time.
Speaking of spells that are 2 syllables starting with D and then the word magic, I would like to cast Detect Magic. I realize that what we're looking for is not magical, but there could be something cool magical in here that I want to steal.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Does Detect Magic work through a safe?
Is the safe 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt?
I'm going to say it's 1 inch of common metal.
Sure.
So you do detect the magical protections on the safe. I think, but it's possible you'll detect other magical things in other rooms nearby. Team, what do you want to do? Door to the south, door to the east? More time in the man-sized safe room?
We should get out of this room.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone remember the map, which is the faster option to upstairs?
And to the east goes through the art, and then south to armor and weapons, and then east to animals. Oh, and then we have to go north to library, and then the weird bridge to get to the ladder.
I would not mind just checking out the scrolls and potions and gem room really quick.
I'm game for that. That sounds like fun.
Okay. So pick a direction for me, please.
South.
South. You head south, and I think as foretold on your map that you had, that a chatty guard had given you, the next room does seem to be basically a place that Vidorant would prepare for her various heists with. There are a bunch of bookshelves holding glass vials and little wooden slots, and then I don't think this is the best way to store scrolls, but this is how that she's doing it. Open barrels holding rolled up sheets of parchment.
Totally fine, especially with potions. That sounds like a really smart storage strategy.
Are they magical?
I think, is a scroll inherently magical? Let's say yes.
A magic scroll is a regular scroll. It's just
it's just paper.
A story is not.
These are clearly spell scrolls with a variety of magical things on them. The potions are a mixture of clearly magical potions, and then I think poison would just not show up as magic. Poison's just bad for you. So it seems like she's got a variety of magical potions as well as poisons stored here, ready for her next job.
Armfuls of scrolls and potions into the bag of holding. We keep moving.
Okay, don't worry about those for now.
Right.
Yep. Okay. Later, you'll just grab one thing from that and throw it and see what happens. Yep.
Basically.
What would you like to do next?
Keep going south then, right?
We should move. The worst case
room.
scenario here is that Nixlana comes in with her boy toy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about the gem room because it's attached to the break room that the guards have. So I bet they do occasionally go up here into the gem room just to check things out.
Yeah.
You don't want to go that way.
They are gems, though.
Maybe on the way out.
Let's just poke our head in.
You look into the gem room, and it is clearly a room that is used to store gems, and it kind of makes creative. I imagine some of your eyes are like popping out of your head, and it's like, what is she keeping on the second floor? If this is like what she keeps on the first floor, because there are just like open crates of gems, basically kind of sorted by color. Probably a lot of them are not the most precious of gems, but still, like, you just see like a crate of gems, and there's several of them in this room.
Did you detect magic on any of them?
Good question. Is any of the gem room magic?
You do not see anything magical in the gem room.
Sweet, that means they're not trapped.
Yeah. Things can be trapped that are not.
That can be trapped.
I guess it's hard to trap a gem, I guess, non-magically. But, there are lots of traps that are not inherently magical. So
I think we should go west from the safe room and not take any gems.
All right.
I don't trust them.
Smart.
First we do our mission, and then we steal gems if we have time.
Okay. Kronk, do you want to open the door to the west and head west? Oh, sorry, east.
Yes.
All right. You open the door, and this room seems like it's kind of set up like an art gallery or something like that. There are two statues in the middle of the room. They're marble. One's a man, one's a woman. They're both holding musical instruments. And then there are a variety of like large paintings on the wall. There's a door on the south wall.
I really like how you said statues.
Statues.
Yeah.
How did the statues get in?
Somebody had to have brought them in. Maybe they carefully.
They fit.
Mm-hmm.
Once everyone is into the art room, I would like to shut the door and do something to it so it cannot be unlocked from the other side.
Okay. Now, Krong, as you head into this room, preparing to set this room up so that people cannot follow you, you hear unfortunately, the telltale sign of a panel on the floor clicking as you step across the threshold into this room, and the statue across from the doorway breathes magical fire in your direction. You see as soon as the fire comes out of the statue, you're like, that's magic fire, because you cast detect magic.
Right.
So I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Well, shoot.
Do we all have to do that or just Krong?
Just Krong.
Okay.
I rolled a 22.
All right. You get singed for 11 fire damage, but you do not take the full brunt of the
Well, what if
the
I said that
statues.
I have evasion, and when I am subjected to an effect that allows me to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail?
You take no damage because you are
and
the best.
this is why Krong is the
Thank you.
best rogue.
Monty, have you ever thought about law?
Yeah.
I read my character sheet.
Yeah. Most Dungeon Masters are unprepared for that level of competency, let's be honest. So yeah, I imagine that Krong, you step on the thing and just immediately flatten against the wall as like hot air, but it blasts you in the face, but there is fire. And the rest of you, maybe the rest of you see that and you're like, oh no, Krong. And then Krong steps out of the shadow where he is hiding. So this did
Cutting
not
out the slightly singed spots.
yeah. The trap did not activate any kind of auditory component, but it does seem like this room is trapped, and Krong has navigated this, but Josh and Jaee, the question is, how do you want to deal with this trap?
So was he the first one through the door? Because I'm
Yep.
already okay.
You all moved your tokens ahead very, very presumptively.
I know, I'm just checking. So you're saying I'm not where I am on the map, but I
No.
have to walk through the door.
Yeah,
Um,
but we'll just gonna put
Okay,
you
so-
back there.
when we saw that, we could see could we see it was coming out like at head height, or was it just like a wall of fire, or like,
There is a burst of fire. I would say, having seen it, it would be. It is just a big gout of fire. So you could certainly try to evade it. But there is still like a thing that is clearly set up to try and burn someone alive who walks through this door.
And Krong would have felt that it was the floor triggering it.
Yes, Krong knows that.
I feel like he would tell us that.
I can try to disable the trap, but it might take, I don't know, an hour.
Yeah.
It might be
Is
immediate.
it big enough for me to like just trying to jump over?
You could try.
Okay, I'm gonna jump like over into like around the corner, so I'm not.
All right. You want to give me a
Jumping
quick
to-
acrobatics check?
Yeah. I'm not.
You
as good
jump
as
through the
acrobat.
doorway, and I push you while you're in the air,
Okay.
so you go that way.
Excellent.
This is how you strain an ankle.
I rolled a 15.
All right, yeah, you effortlessly jump diagonally through the doorway and land on a tile that does not activate a statue to fill this hallway with fire. Josh,
I did think probably there's a way to deactivate it because people go through this door all the
Mhm.
time. So maybe on the outside, Josh, there's
maybe.
something to deactivate it.
I can look.
Give me a quick perception check.
Do I
Josh.
have a prayer?
I mean, you're a cleric. You always have.
Are you
Yeah,
living on
multiple
it?
prayers.
Fair. I've got perception. Would that work?
Yep. Give me a perception check.
That'd be a 16.
Josh, you feel confident that there is no mechanism for deactivating the statue in the safe room that you're in, but so therefore there must be something somewhere else that allows people to deactivate it, possibly in the statue room.
Possibly. Can I use athletics to try to
Leap
clear
over the thing?
Yep.
Please do. Give me an athletics check.
That'd be a 14.
Yeah, you're over the thing. You land. Now I'm just gonna suggest you have seen one statue that breathes fire in one direction. There is a second statue in this room That is the
That
extent
is
of my
in a
hint.
direction.
That is the extent of my hints that I'm going to offer you. Mhm.
Is that statue facing the other door?
It is facing south, the other door.
Mm-hmm.
Now that everyone's through the door, may I shut it and do something so that people can unlock it from the other side?
Absolutely.
You may.
I do that.
Okay.
And I would like to examine this statue that's pointed south.
All right. Give me a quick perception check on it.
Wow, I am on fire.
No,
I
you're not
rolled
on fire. We
a-
established that you're not on fire.
21.
You are studying the statue. You notice that there's like a tiny little switch on the base of the statue that would deactivate it. That you suspect perhaps guards use when they're coming and going through this room. It's a little strange in terms of how did they get to the switch without getting set on fire? But you could deactivate either of these statues if you wished.
Probably
I will
will
deactivate
notice.
the south-facing statue
You
only.
deactivate the south-facing statue. So the west-facing statue is pointed at a door that you have also sabotaged. So if
Yes.
somebody someday breaks down that door, they will get a face full of fire.
That's the plan, yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's look at the art in this room. Anything nice? Anything magical?
Any
ruby diadems?
They're big. They're paintings. They are 12-foot wide paintings, which is like, I feel like that's a little showy. Like that's like you're buying art by the yard at that point.
Are they themed or just stolen goods?
They
Heroic thieving exploits, that sort of thing?
you do notice there's the big paintings are not very valuable. Like they're maybe worth a few hundred gold pieces each, but you do notice there are two smaller paintings in the room that Krong recognizes. One of them is a work by a famous artist that was stolen from the Waterdeep Museum of Art 10 years ago and is actually worth, like 1,000 gold pieces. But yeah, they're all kind of historical in nature. I don't know if you want to steal art off the walls or if that would be conspicuous given your current incursion.
Is there any magic around them? But they might be trapped.
Are the paintings magic? The paintings do not seem to be magic.
That was a very interesting way to phrase that sentence.
I'm just a guy who phrases things. I don't know why. I seem to take a lot of heat for
Like
that.
he said, just because they're not magic doesn't mean they're not trapped.
I don't want to slow down to steal anything more complicated than armfuls of
Gems.
scrolls into a bag.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
there are
gonna put
lots of regulations in Waterdeep about whether or not you can have stolen paintings and such.
Mhm.
It might
Yeah.
be interesting for them to know that later on.
They're a registered guild.
They paid taxes on those thieves.
And
thieveries.
bribes.
It's called bribes.
Mhm.
All right, I look at this door to the south. Is it locked?
It is not locked. It's a door to the south.
I open it.
All right. The room beyond looks like it is set up as some kind of armory.
Yes.
There are suits of armor. There's weapons racks on the wall with all manner of weapons.
There's a guard.
There are some
Mhm.
chests in the corner, and there is a guard standing there, and he looks up at you, somewhat startled. It looked like he was just kind of lazing around, looking at admiring the weapons, and he's like straightening his jacket and trying to look appropriate.
I'm just going to nod and then assume we could just keep going.
Okay. Do you want to stride into the room, Jaee?
Yep.
All right. You stride into the room. At this point, something strange happens. The guard is confused. Two of the suits of armor kind of lurch into motion as if activated by your presence. And they advance on you with hostility. The guard looks panicked. Meanwhile,
Cliffhanger.
Tink Her Bell, you're upstairs. What's going on?
Awesome. Hanging out, vibing. I'm going to go back around the corner to go to the east,
Mhm.
up here.
All right.
to see what's
You
up here.
head around there and you see a very wide hallway leading to a spiral staircase that leads down to the first floor of the vault. The second floor of the vault, you've now scouted it, except for the interior rooms, which were well secured, is kind of a strange construction, but is clearly set up, I think, in order to make it, hard for people to gain access to those interior rooms via magical or mechanical methods. Would you like to head down these stairs?
Yes, I would.
All right. The stairs take you down. You are now on the first floor of the vault. And you're in this kind of strange room here. Let me describe it for you. This room is called the Pit. The stairway leads you to a big open area, and in the middle of this room, there's just like a big trench that has been set up here. And peering over the edge, you see that at the bottom of this 10-foot pit, there are sharp metal spikes sticking up. There is a bridge that spans this kind of trench full of spikes. And there's just this room is really dimly lit. There's like a lantern over by the double doors on the double doors northeast side of this room. That's just kind of flickering. This room is creepy. Why would you build this room this way?
I mean, obviously something's up with the bridge there. Now, of course, as a fairy, I don't have to walk over it, but I am going to choose to inspect it and see what sort of trap or falling down or whatever for my friends who can't fly.
All right. Give me a perception check on the bridge.
18 plus 7.
All right. You are studying the bridge, and it looks like, it's sturdy stone construction, but you feel confident that something is at work here. And as you you take like some grains of sand and throw them across the bridge, and they fall through it. Clearly, that bridge is an illusion, such that someone who didn't know what they were doing would try and cross this bridge and fall into a spike pit.
Yeah.
As you're looking down, you can't help but notice the telltale green glistening of poison on the metal spikes below.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. Glorious. Gorgeous. I'm going to fly across and go to the door.
All right. So, you know that bridge cannot be trusted. You look in, you head into you open the double doors. They're unlocked. And they lead into let's see. This room is set up as a library. What a strange vault that she has. She has, here's where I keep my statues that murder people. Here's where I keep my weapons. This is my gem room. Oh, but I have a library. It's a couple rooms away from my man-sized safe rooms. And this room it's got shelves with books, and it smells like incense and paper. There's a nice embroidered rug that's covering the floor, and there is a door that leads south from here.
I am going to go south.
All right. You head south and find a very strange room, a description I say in front of every room in Veterant's vault. But this is the menagerie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Friends!
Veterant seems to keep a variety of creatures in cages. As you open the door, you hear snarling and grunting. This room, immediately you're hit with kind of a wave of scents of fur and feathers. There's grunts, there's howls, and looking around, you see in this room cages. There are some giant lizards. There are these things that look like panthers, but with tentacles coming out of their back. And there's like one big cage that's just full of flying snakes flapping around. As you are taking this in, you hear the sound of battle to the west. Our players have made their way well into Vidorant's vault. They have overcome many difficulties, traps, and precautions, but have now run into some challenges with some magical suits of armor that have seen through their disguise. Surely they'll be able to defeat these obstacles, but what will it do to their mission? Will they be found out by the guards? Will they be able to find the ruby diadem? Will they be able to escape silently into the night as if they were never here? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members